We've all had at least one pivotal moment in our lives, but the degree of influence this moment has on us as individuals is varying. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." Today, I want to explain to you a very influential moment that shaped where my life has gone and where it is going in the future. First, my pivotal moment was while I was deployed for 13 months in Afghanistan. Secondly, it was during this time that my life was changed forever through understanding of this experience. I was able to turn the challenges I was facing into opportunities to better my life and the lives of others. Pivotal moments like the one I will be talking about can not only have an immediate impact on your life and who you are as a person, but can also change the lives of others. Many people are confused about what constitutes a pivotal moment. To me, a pivotal moment is an experience that drastically changes your life for either the good or the bad. One such moment in my life was when I joined the Army and got deployed to Afghanistan for 13 months. I deployed as a machine gunner, which is a combat role, so it was known that this deployment was going to be challenging. But it turned out to be more difficult and life-changing than we thought. We had multiple instances that could be considered pivotal moments, such as the deaths of 6 of our fellow soldiers, one of which was my best friend, and one of which was a Canadian who had a 2-month-old daughter. The latter was more devastating because we got word that he died 3 times on the way back to Canada, but he did get to hold his 2-month-old daughter and say he loved his wife before he died. All of these deaths and injuries have had an impact on the way my life has turned out, but there was one situation that had a bigger impact and is what I would consider to be the pivotal moment in my life. We were on a patrol when we got word that there were 5 people digging on the road, which was illegal. In our area, there was known to be a lot of IEDs and people planting IEDs. And we had already had multiple casualties and injuries from IEDs, so had a lot of built-up anger towards the people planting them. We decided the best strategy was to kill the people who were digging on the road, so we called in air support because we were 5 miles away. The air support on scene was a drone, and he let off 2 Hellfire rockets. When we got to the explosion site, we weren't ready for what we saw. Lying there were 4 adults and 1 child who were digging at the road because the culvert collapsed and they couldn't get water to their crops. We killed 5 innocent people, one of which was a child who couldn't have been over 12 years old. The memory of that day is still as vivid now as the day it happened. You may be wondering what effect this pivotal moment actually had on my life. The idea of killing innocent adults is hard for anyone to grapple with, let alone killing an innocent child. I wrestled with what this meant for my life for a long time. I couldn't decide if I could put this situation behind me and continue on in my career as an infantryman, or if it was going to eat away at me forever. When we returned from Afghanistan, I decided I was going to try and forget this through months of partying and drinking. But it didn't work. One day I woke up and realized that I needed to use the memory of these deaths to better the lives of other people. I think I actually knew that when this event happened, but didn't have the clarity to realize it at the time. It was on this day that I decided I was going to use this memory to end the suffering of people less fortunate than me. The trauma and suffering caused that day is something I don't ever want to be a part of again. I'm using the memory and feelings of that day to make lives of other people better. I want to end the trauma and suffering people deal with on a normal basis, which to me means giving them the ability to function normally without pain. I decided the best way to do this was to use my educational benefits to obtain a doctorate in physical therapy and hopefully one day open my own practice. The memories of that day are the biggest driving forces behind my passion and will to succeed in both school and my future career. I can honestly say that if it wasn't for my deployment in Afghanistan, I wouldn't be where I am today, mentally, physically, or professionally. In conclusion, pivotal moments can have a profound impact on one's life, but it is the person who decides if the impact is going to be positive or negative. As I said earlier, my pivotal moment was a mission in Afghanistan that led to the deaths of 5 innocent people. At the time, I didn't understand what I was supposed to do, but then realized that my calling was in physical therapy. I wanted to use the destruction caused that day to build a passion for ending the suffering of the less fortunate. I decided to turn a negative situation into something that would benefit not only me, but everyone around me. Tony Robbins said, "It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped." Are you going to let moments shape your destiny, or are you going to decide what your destiny truly is?